Listen, I know what it feels like to look around and think everybody's life is taking off but yours. Your friends are getting promotions, posting baby pictures, buying houses, launching businesses. Meanwhile, you're sitting there like, "Oh Lord, did you forget my address?" You're scrolling, comparing, stressing, questioning. And somewhere in your head, a little voice keeps whispering, "You're late." Let me tell you the truth right now. You're not late. God's timing is perfect. See, we measure life with clocks and calendars. God measures life with purpose. You're busy counting minutes. He's busy preparing moments. And the reason he hasn't opened that door yet is not because he can't. It's because he loves you too much to let you walk into a room you're not ready to own. What you're calling a delay might be the best thing that ever happened to you. See, we think because it didn't happen this month, this year, on our birthday, that somehow heaven forgot us. No, delay is development. When a blessing is big, it needs a foundation that won't crack the first time life shakes. That's why it's taking time. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. There's a difference between being ready to receive something and being built to steward it. Anyone can catch a moment. Only a prepared person can carry a mantle. Think about a seed. The first thing that happens after it's planted isn't applause. It's darkness, it's dirt, it's pressure. If you judge the seed by day 3, you call it failure. But what's happening underground is the most important part, roots. That's you right now. While you think you're being overlooked, your roots are getting deeper. Discipline, humility, consistency, patience. Those are the things that keep you standing when the wind picks up and the attention gets loud. You said you wanted the business, so now you're learning how to manage money when it's tight. You said you wanted the platform, so now you're learning to speak with clarity when nobody's listening. You said you wanted love, so now you're facing the parts of you that push love away. That's not denial, that's training. Champions don't complain about practice. They understand practice is how you earn the right to play under the lights. I know waiting hurts. I know scrolling past other people's highlight reels can make you feel like you missed your bus. But if what you're asking for requires maturity, you should be grateful God didn't hand it to you too soon. Early success without inner strength becomes public embarrassment. This delay is saving you from a fall you would have had to climb out of for years. So what do you do while you wait? You work. You get excellent in small spaces. You treat your apartment like the home you're praying for. You treat your 3 customers like 300. You show up on time to a job you despise to prove to yourself you can be faithful even when it isn't fancy. Faith isn't a sit still and wish. Timing isn't just about when you're ready. It's about when the people, resources, and opportunities connected to your destiny are ready too. You might feel like you've been standing still, but God's been moving the puzzle pieces into place behind the scenes. If he gave it to you too soon, you'd open the door and find an empty room. Think about a movie set. You might be the lead actor, but if the lights aren't set, the camera isn't ready, and the supporting cast hasn't shown up, you can't start the scene. You don't cancel the movie. You wait until the set is ready so that when the scene starts, everything flows the way it's supposed to. That's your life right now. While you're worrying about the clock, God is making sure every detail of your blessing is prepared for maximum impact. Sometimes the delay isn't because of you, it's because of what's connected to you. That business partner you haven't met yet, they're still learning the skills you'll need them to have. That house you're dreaming about, it's not even for sale yet. That job you want, the position hasn't been created yet. You think nothing's happening, but the truth is everything's happening at the right pace for it to last when you get there. But here's the danger. We get impatient and try to force the timing. We push for a relationship that's not ready. We take a position we weren't called to. We rush into a project without the resources to sustain it. And then we wonder why it crumbles. You can sabotage your own blessing by trying to snatch it before it's ripe. Ever bitten into a fruit before it's ready? It looks like the real thing, but it's bitter and hard to swallow. That's what happens when you move ahead of God's schedule. Instead of asking, when will it happen? Start asking, what is this season trying to teach me? Maybe God's teaching you patience so you can lead with grace later. Maybe he's stretching your faith so you can stand strong when the pressure hits. Maybe he's helping you develop discernment so you know the difference between an opportunity and a trap. When it finally happens, and trust me, it will, you'll look back and realize the wait wasn't wasted. Every delay had a reason. Every no was a setup for a better yes. Every season you thought was stagnant was actually positioning you for a blessing you couldn't have handled a year earlier. And when it comes, you'll be glad you didn't rush it, because you'll know beyond a shadow of a doubt, it was worth the wait, and it was right on time. Excellence now is a magnet for elevation later. Everybody wants the promotion, the platform, the breakthrough, but not everybody wants to prepare in private like it already belongs to them. Preparation isn't glamorous. It's early alarms, late nights, quiet rooms, and a whole lot of repetition when nobody's watching. Pray, absolutely, but then prepare like God said yes. If you want the mic, work on your message every day. If you want the business, master your numbers. If you want the promotion, start solving problems that aren't in your job description. Preparation turns you into an answer, and answers get invited into room. Let's be real. Sometimes the delay you're feeling isn't spiritual, it's practical. You keep asking for doors you're not trained to handle. You want the weight of a blessing without the muscle to carry it. Preparation is where that muscle is built. Discipline is the gym. Consistency is the workout. Focus is your trainer telling you to put one more rep in when you're tired. Do it anyway. That's how you separate yourself from the pack, by doing what most people only promise. And don't despise small beginnings, perfect them. Systems you build in small spaces scale with you into big ones. Learn to send great emails. Learn to keep your word. Learn to be on time. Learn to take feedback without folding. Learn to finish what you start. These small bricks stack into trust, and trust is the currency of elevation. People promote who they can count on. Preparation also protects you. When opportunity arrives, there isn't time to go back and get ready. Doors don't stay open forever. If you've been faithful in practice, you won't need a pep talk. You'll need a calendar. That's the difference. Unprepared people pray for a chance. Prepared people plan for the workload. So decide today. Every day gets a deposit. Read the chapter. Make the call. Write the page. Record the draft. Refine the pitch. Sharpen the skill. You might not see the return this week, but compounding will find you. One morning, the email hits, the phone rings, the door swings. And it won't be luck. It'll be harvest day for seeds you planted in private. Preparation attracted the elevation. So listen, don't let the calendar steal your confidence. Don't let social media rush your faith. God's timing ain't late. It's strategic. While you were anxious, He was arranging. While you were waiting, He was preparing. While you were wondering, He was working. So stop apologizing for your season. Stop measuring your progress by somebody else's highlight reel. Show up every day like the promise is already yours. Do the work, build the character, sharpen the skills, strengthen the heart. Prepare quietly, move boldly, and trust that when your moment comes, you won't have to scramble. You'll walk in ready. Keep your faith loud and your feet moving. Your time is not behind you, it's coming to meet you. Be patient, be persistent, and when your door opens, walk through it with gratitude, humility, and the kind of confidence only preparation can buy. You're not late. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Now go get what's yours.